Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about managing the hosts file in Windows 10. But before anything else, what is the hosts file? The hosts file is a computer file used by an operating system to map host names to IP addresses. It is a plain text file called hosts. In Windows 10, it's no different. Hosts file consists of lines of text depicting IP addresses within the first block of text, followed by one or more host names like google.com. Each of the fields are separated by a white space. Tabs are preferred over space for formatting reasons, although spaces can also be used. Comment lines must begin with a hash. The hosts file has larger applications in internet resource blocking and redirecting local domains. For example, some web services, intranet developers, and administrators define locally defined domains in a LAN for various purposes, such as accessing the company's internal resources or to test local websites in development. Generally, most computer users will never have the need to alter their hosts file, but occasionally the need does arise. One should identify the files first before altering them. Buried deep inside the folders of Windows 10, it is a text file but doesn't have a text extension. It can be found by navigating to this path. Usually when opened, the files will have a few lines by default, but visiting through the path we just showed, a window will pop up depicting the hosts file along with some other files like these. Modifying or editing these hosts can be done by following some steps that we'll be discussing as we progress through this screencast. After all that is set up, right-click on the file and open it with Notepad. Next, as per requirements, a whole range of functions can be performed. Let's talk about each one by one. Blocking a site on Windows 10. For blocking access to any particular site, adding of entry at the end of the hosts file, like this, will do the necessary bits. Unlocking a site on Windows 10. Just the opposite of the previous step. Select the URL pathway, delete the pathway, and save. Locking the hosts file. As mentioned earlier, sometimes hosts file may present itself as an easy target for virus and Trojan attacks. Two methods can be employed for obstructing this. The first option is a simple installation of a trusted and reputed antivirus software. To add an extra layer of security, locking the hosts file can be done to prevent any other users or programs from modifying it. To do this, right-click on the hosts file with Windows Explorer, visit Properties at the bottom of the menu, and make it into a read-only file by selecting the option from the Properties dialog box. Then hit OK. Sometimes, even with administrator credentials, an error message can appear. In such cases, visit Notepad from the Start menu and select Run as Administrator. This will allow administrator credentials to appear and necessary changes to hosts file can be made.